Hi guys, welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 210, Technical Analysis Edition. Now, thank you guys for being here on an awesome Tuesday night. It is episode 210. Yesterday I miscalled it, and I called it at 208. But yes, we're actually, yesterday was 209, today's 210. Again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hope you're having a great time again, and if you're catching this stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto related news, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link's in the description, guys, so it's the link to all the amazing articles that we cover here on the stream. Today there's no news, so there will be no articles on that section, but we are here, and we are just going to do the technicals, right? If you want to engage with us on Twitter, that's probably a little bit better. We're a little bit more active there right now. So thank you for joining us, though. And let's get on with the news, right? Sorry, the technicals. What is happening with the market cap, right? Yesterday we had a very, very nice increase on market cap. A lot of money flowing in, 18.36%, 9.83% to the upside. Today is moving down 0.77% or 1.57%. Sorry, $1.60 billion, right? Yesterday, 18.36 billion. Today, down 1.56 billion. Bitcoin dominance. Yesterday, lost a lot of dominance, 1.39%, sitting at the... 1.39%. Today is gaining 0.20% and sitting at 65.62% of market cap. Now the price of Bitcoin is sitting at $7,297.05, which is good. We finally managed to get above that 50% mark. Remember these other charts that we have where we had 7,075 and 7,200? We finally are above that. We seem to have moved down and hit this support at least. Lows we got was 7,257. Again, a couple dollars off, $57 off from our mark. So again, very, very close. Now we're moving up. We have an overhead resistance at 7,531, which we kind of got close today. We actually already moved up to 7,461. We seem to be maybe looking like we're going to move lower. Bitcoin on another chart, where we at? Finally broke above that 50%, right at 7,181. Next target would be the 618 at $7,969.62. Again, we're probably going to find some resistance on the way up. We're getting tightness on the Bollinger Bands on the shorter scales. Remember how we said we could break out of them? We also had a triangle pattern that we're probably breaking out of. Now all these things are probably playing out in Bitcoin's favor, right? And other coins have also these patterns that we're breaking out of, right? So anyways, positive momentum starting to build, going slightly higher than the previous high. We were worried about this divergence, which was implying price action to the downside, which we did get price action to the downside. It was not very strong. We managed to pump from there. Now making more positive momentum. Where are we at on this positive momentum? 192.63. This one over here is 208. We could still track this to there and this to here, and we would still have strong bearish divergence. Now, something we should watch out for. That we're sitting neutral on the RSI at 56.73. That's it for Bitcoin on the daily. Let's go on the 4-hour. Again, this is a triangle pattern that we were talking about, right? And we left it in blue because we weren't sure if it was going to play out or not. Now, this will hit a measure move off the top to the bottom. Have we hit it yet? Not quite. That measure move would certainly put us at 7,500, 7,537, right? That's where we would be at. Right now we're starting to go lower, right? What's happening here? Well, apparently we're going much higher than our previous high. We're probably making less positive momentum. Let's see, 46, 39, 50.15. So 46, right? We're going lower there. So we're going from a high to a higher high. And we're going from a positive momentum to less positive momentum. On the RSI, we don't have that. We're going from 73.02 to 76, so we're going slightly higher. Again, sitting overbought right now on Bitcoin, that is fine. We're starting to come back down. We got to cool off a little bit, and probably that divergence that we were developing is what's going to get us to come down here right now. For some reason, this is showing vertical. This is probably from the 1 hour. I'll just send it back there. Is this on? Is this going to be just in the 4 hour, right? I guess. Man, charts don't want to play ball today. Nope. 4 hours. So let's leave this on the 4 hours. And then just make sure that it's going to stay here with us in the 4 hours, right? There we go. Awesome. This is starting to develop, right? This new island. Something we should watch out for. Last thing we called was this hidden bullish price action to the upside that was on the 4th, so 2 days ago. Happened at 2 in the morning, so we actually called it out on the 5th. We managed to hold the 20, like we said. If we hold the 20, we managed to go and trampoline from there, right? That's good. So let's go to the 1 hour chart. Right, sorry, the 4 hour sitting, like I said, overbought at 73.07. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Where are we at there? Again, this divergence, I thought I placed it in the 4 hours, so I missed it, and I placed it in the 1. Now this one I'm going to get rid of. For some reason, I just got this straight line. That's the measure move, sorry, that we took. As you can see, we haven't quite touched it. We just got 7,400 instead of 7,500. Again, moving up over the 50% retrace, which is good. Breaking out of this downsloping triangle. Last thing we were looking for was this hidden, right? Not hidden, sorry. This bearish. Why is this yellow line up here, man? Again, charts are being super weird today. It's probably from the daily. I'll just send it back there. It makes no sense where it's at. Again, we're looking for this divergence, right? Which was at that point where we could be almost not making it, right? This was the high. The opening was 6,887, and this one over here was 6,885, so slightly lower. And we knew it was a chance. We did move down from there, but we managed to hold it 20, and then we just bounced, breaking out of this symmetrical triangle. And as we know, symmetrical triangles can break either way. Again, we had tightness of the Bollinger Bands. We called this one out yesterday, right? We were getting very, very tight. We said we expanded a little bit, but we weren't sure where we were going yet. Now we get that bounce off the 20, moving to higher prices. Again, nice stuff happening here. The move to the downside did play out. Wasn't as strong, though. Not enough to break to the 20. Now what's happening short term, though? Each shorter term, you can see that we're going much higher. Get rid of that in the daily. There we go. I'm going from a high to a lower high, creating strong bearish divergence. Price action to the downside. We're probably going to come down and test the 20 on the 1 hour. We're overbought, sitting bought right now at 62.87. Let's wait and see if we touch the 20. If we touch it, there's a chance we might try to bounce from it again and create some more divergence on the larger time scales. Otherwise, if we break it, we do have that support at the 50, right? The 50% retrace at 7,182. And if we break that, then we have some support down here, right? We'll probably manufacture some support on this area, although it's probably not going to be as strong. But we have manufactured some support lately, right? Anyways, yeah, it's going to be it for Bitcoin on the 1 hour, right? Let's move on to... Sorry, I missed this one. Slight divergence, right? From here to here, right? It's same movement from here to here and from here to here, right? Strong bearish. Price action to the downside. And that's probably what's breaking us down as well, right? Anyways, on to Ethereum on the daily. What's happening with Ethereum dominance? Yesterday, Ethereum gained dominance, 9.66%. Today, it's losing 0.74% of market cap. Sitting at 1.18% of market cap, which is good. Ethereum sitting at $169.20. Man, did it took off? Yeah, it was $143, man. It's a $20 gain. It's very, very good. 20% increase. Bitcoin's increase was, man, come on, load up, load up. Charts are taking forever now. That's not good. There we go. Bitcoin was just 8%, right? That's it. 8% gains. Man, Ethereum, 20%. That is massive. That is huge. Right? And Ethereum, let's look at that once we... it actually loads again. For some reason, market cap is just taking forever today. There we go. We had this rising wedge, right? We were calling it from the tops and the bottoms of the candles. We weren't really considering the wicks, which we could have. I was choosing not to, right? If we use the wicks, we would be going something like this, maybe. There we go. It would seem to make sense. And apparently, if we were using the wicks, we would have hit that top part of the. If we were using the wicks, that would be a rising wedge, right? We would have hit the top part and resistance, and then get rejecting from there. We're still managed to finally get above that 382, man. We were struggling with this area for a while, right? The $159 to $121. We knew we were probably gonna get above. And we finally did, right? It was just taking forever for this to get above there. And that's fine. We finally also managed to get above the 382 at $165. We moved down. It seems like we've almost touched it. We certainly hit a lowest point of 167. We were talking about 165, so $2 off the target, right? And we can try to bounce from there and get above the 50%. That would be $189.40. Now, that's still yet to be determined. Let's wait and see how we react to this rising wedge that we had. Again, going slightly higher with more positive momentum and also higher on the RSI. Sitting neutral, though, at 58.85. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, last thing we had was divergence, bullish, hidden. We did manage to hold a 20 again, something that we were looking for. And that was good, right? We said if we managed to hold a 20, we're probably going to bounce, and we did bounce. Right, that's some of the things that we say on this channel often. So, what else is happening, man? We find some resistance here at 382. That's fine. We gapped down on the opening, managed to move up again, going much higher than our previous high, right? Also higher here and higher on the RSI, hitting overbought at 88.31 at some point in time. Sitting overbought still at 81.19. We don't have any kind of divergence right now, bearish, that would break us to the downside. So there's a chance we could come down, flag a little bit, and then rally again and create divergence afterwards, right? And again, that's something that's going to be very likely after this impulse to the upside. It's just going to depend on whether or not Bitcoin wants to play ball with Ethereum. That's it. Nothing else to call here. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1 hour, last thing we had was yesterday, right? At 3, we called bullish divergence, price action to the upside. Managed to get above the 20. We're here on the stream. Look, we moved down slightly. Again, holding the 20, and from there on, it was just smooth sailing to the upside. Now, something that's happening short term, and what's breaking us down is we're going from a high to a higher high. Went from positive momentum to less positive momentum. Also high on the RSI to a lower part on the RSI, right? Creating strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. That's what's breaking us down. To the downside would hit certainly that 382 at 165, and it would break that. $159 would be a potential support as well. We have the 20 there that we have to look at. It's just going to depend on where we hit it or when we hit it. And if we had managed to hold a 20 again, we could look for that second bounce that we were talking about, right? So again, expecting for this to flag again. If you want to consider this an impulse up, downslope consolidation, impulse up, and downslope consolidation again. Probably going to get another bounce. We're probably going to create divergence again one more time and then break down. Still sitting overbought at 71.33 on Ethereum. Let's go to XRP on the daily. What is happening with XRP? Dominance. Yesterday gained dominance, 0.80%. Today is losing dominance, 0.20%. Sitting at 4.25% of market cap. The price of XRP, 19 cents, 19.598 cents, which is good. Still within this area, right? We know we had resistance up here. We did hit it at 19.785, and right now we're moving down. That's fine. We do have some support that we've probably also hit at 19.440. We've moved down to 19.556. So again, we're within an area that we could be supported slightly. Again, within this rise and watch, we haven't shifted it here. Here we shifted it to the top of the wicks a while back, and we're seeing the same thing that's happening with Ethereum, right? We hit that top, and we're rejecting. Same within this area of support resistance again. Positive momentum starting to build again. And is it more than here? 574, 585. Yes, slightly more. So again, we don't have any kind of bearish divergence. Going higher on the RSI, sitting neutral at 57.20. On the 4 hours, last thing we called was yesterday, bullish divergence, right? Price action to the upside. We managed to get above the 20, and that's fine. I think we were here in the stream last night. We managed to get to here. This was after we finished the stream. We gapped up a little bit on the opening. That's fine. Impulse up and then pulling back. Going higher than the previous high again. Same stuff happening with the RSI, right? Sitting overbought at 76.14. That's it for Ethereum. Let's go to the 1 hour. Sorry, for XRP. Let's go to the 1 hour in XRP and see what's happening there. XRP on the 1 hour. Divergence, right? We called that one out during the stream. Again, it was this time, 10 p.m. So, impulse up. Nice, right? From that divergence that we had. Strong bullish. Nice. Now here, every time we're going higher, we're going lower, right? 90, 88, and then 59. So we're going to do it in parts. From here to here, we would have one. From here to here, we would have one. From here to here, we would have another one. Then from here to here, we would have one more. Here on the RSI, we're just having this last part. Again, creating strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. Man, it is going down, right? And probably, again, like I said, probably going to hit or head for that 19,440. If we break that, we have the 20 to look at. Again, tightness of the Bollinger Bands. We were discussing this yesterday. We said we could get explosive moves, right? Volatility leaving the market was key for us to get an explosive move. Now, XRP went up 10%. Not as much as Ethereum, but much more than Bitcoin, right? For sure, it seems like the coins, the alts, want to move much more than Bitcoin has, and that's fine. Now, let's go on to Litecoin. Litecoin dominance on the daily. Yesterday gained dominance, 1.87%. Today it's gaining 0.69%. Sitting at 1.43% of market cap. The price of Litecoin at $44.99. Yesterday had an 11% gain. Right now it's rejecting. So moving down 0.29%. Again, we do have this resistance. I just probably have to pinpoint this and use the wicks. And if we use the wicks instead of the bodies, we probably haven't hit anything yet. Reason, there we go. Right, we still are within this rising wedge. And again, going higher, right, than our previous highs, and making more positive momentum. Also higher on the RSI, 54.94, which makes us neutral. Now we would, in theory, have to look at the previous island that's back here, or back here actually, to see whether or not we're making more. This would be 1.08 and 1.55. So we're going much higher here in the positive momentum, and we're much lower on the price. That could create some kind of divergence, hidden bearish, and that could bring some pressure for price action to the downside. I didn't look at this on the other charts. They probably have it as well. Now I'm going to go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, last thing was called was bullish divergence. Price action to the upside, moving up nicely, holding the 20. Last thing we created was hidden bullish. Right, going slightly higher here. And going from negative to more negative, right? And also on the RSI, we might also have it. Very slight, but we do have it. Again, price action to the upside, we're getting that rise nicely. Positive momentum, more than our previous high, that would be this one, right? Our previous positive momentum, that's fine. And also higher on the RSI than our previous high, that would be this point here. Overbought at 83.59. Now we're probably gonna start creating bearish divergence on the 1 hour, and there's a reason or a chance we might move down. Now Twitter's going out right now on the stream. If you guys are looking at that, make sure you go over and follow us on Twitter once the stream is done. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Again, we had this triangle, breaking it to the upside, right? It was symmetrical. We knew it was a chance. We called it out. We said we're probably going to make a move. It happened yesterday right after the stream, which was good, though. Stuff that's happening, right? Like I said, high, higher high. And going from a high to a positive momentum to less positive momentum, and a high on the RSI to a lower high as well, right? Strong bearish divergence, price action to the downside. Movement to the downside will very likely see us hit the 20 and try to see if we hold it. If we hold it, we can try to rally again, make a little bit more positive momentum, and then take it from there. Right now, though, we don't have any of that, so let's wait and see how this keeps on developing for Litecoin. Right, what I'm talking about is maybe flag a little bit, go up to a higher high. Right, and here we'll probably make slight negative momentum, then positive momentum, even though it's going to be less. Right, and then we could create something like this, and something like this, right? And then we have strong bearish divergence again, and then on the other side, we probably have something similar. That's something that could happen, so again, that's something that I'm watching out for. And then we'll probably break down from there, right? A little bit. That's it for Litecoin. I'm gonna move on to Binance. Binance on the daily. Yesterday, Binance getting dominance, 1.35%. Today, it's losing dominance, 1.88%. Sitting at 1.13% of market cap. The price of Binance, $14.81. Very nice increase yesterday, 11% gain. Today, moving down, 2.78%. Again, going higher than our previous high, that's fine. Neutral on the RSI at 56.03. Nothing happening on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour, last thing we called was bullish. Bullish divergence yesterday. Price action to the upside, holding the 20, right? And from there on, it was just a very nice pump. Now going higher than our previous high, than our previous positive momentum, and also higher on the RSI. Sitting neutral, but right now at 68.83. Nothing else happening, so let's go to the 1-hour. On the 1-hour, though, same stuff that's happening with the rest of the market. Going slightly higher. Just making sure this is on the 1-hour. And then going here, lower, right? And what this is creating, it's strong bearish divergence. Price action to the downside. We did move down. It seems like we rejected close to the 20. We moved down again, rejecting also close to the 20 again. So there's a chance we might still be bullish. And there's a chance, like I said, we bounce again, try to make a higher high with less positive momentum, lower on the RSI. And then we get bearish divergence, and then we break down from there. But right now, sitting neutral at 57.78. And again, there's a chance we might try to rally from there. That's going to be it for crypto. If you guys have any questions on crypto, please place them on the chat, and we'll look at them. Otherwise, if you want to look at any other coins, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to look at gold, silver, and then some quick markets, and then that's going to be it for tonight. Silver on the daily. Man, it looks like we're having a good green day again. Finally, very nice movement. Right, yesterday. 4.11% gain on silver. Today, gaining still 1.66. Almost hitting the 50% retrace at $15.62. Remember, guys, how we said silver was getting back to its regular area, its regular zone, where we could probably see price action, right? Look what happened. We moved down, hit the 20. We're rejecting lower prices, and we're using this trampoline, right? It's something we call out. Now, this hidden bearish is still very active, and there's a chance we might develop it and break down. But again, silver is getting back to its neutral zone, and its neutral zone being that $14 to $17 range. So let's wait and see if silver can get out of that area. Again, we don't have this on the RSI right now. Neutral at 52.92. Let's go to gold. Gold sitting at $1,660.80. Same stuff that's happening, right? Again, going slightly higher. Now, do we have more positive momentum than we had back here? 820, 945. Very nice. We negated any kind of bearish divergence that we could have made, and that's good. Now going higher also on the RSI, sitting bought at 60.58. And again, very nice recovery on gold. We were also calling it out, particularly after holding the 20. We said there was a chance that we might do something like this, and I'm happy that we're pumping on gold. Yesterday it gained 2.74%. Now let's go look at the markets real quick. S&P up 175 points, good. Nikkei up 756 points. Toronto Stock Exchange up 654 points. London Stock Exchange down 170 points. Now we're going to go and check out. We're holding the 20 though, which is good. We're going to go check out the Dow. Dow Jones. What's happening, Dow? Where is it? US 30. Here we go. Anyways, Dow up 1,627 points. That's good. Again, sitting at 20,680 points. Now, again, getting above here was key. We talked about the US 30, right? Remember, we're opening to the upside. We said if we manage to pump, we're gonna open up, right? And we did. We opened up. That was good, man. Again, right now, starting to move down after market, so there's a chance we could come down throughout the day. And that would be reflected here. If this goes down, then we're probably going to be looking for lower prices. Now, something that I'm looking at is divergence. We're going higher, right, with more positive momentum. That's fine. We don't have any bearish divergence. We're also going with more positive, with higher on the RSI than we had previously, and that's fine. Now, let's go. You look at the US 30 again real quick. And again, it went slightly higher, apparently, than we had back here. Back here was a closing at 21,516, and here we're looking at 21,000. Sorry, closing 22,000. Right, so slightly higher. Sorry, opening 22,582. Closing 22.5. 22.582. 562. Slightly lower, actually. Sorry about that. Got a little bit confused where I was looking at. Here I had to look at the opening and there at the closing. So I was doing opposites, right? So slightly sideways, we could say. And we're going slightly higher, right? So again, no divergence. That is bearish. That's fine. If we want to get to technical, this would be technically a price lower. And we could be looking at hidden bearish, right? That would be potential price action to the downside. We would also have it on the RSI. Anyways, that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's look at oil real quick. Remember, oil. It's, I think it's slightly up, man. I'm not sure. Let's look at Brent. Yeah, it went up slightly more, right? That's fine. Sitting at $34.61. Let's look at Brent. Also slightly up again. Like I said, let's look at West Texas. Again, moved down yesterday, but that's fine. Held at 20 and starting to move up right now. $26.75. Again, remember when we said oil was probably a good in? We're looking at Brent over here, and we knew it was going down, and we were creating divergence. So I hope you guys took advantage of that play in oil. That's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit that like, that bell, that sub to be notified when we go live. This is State of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys on an awesome Monday night. Again, I hope you enjoy the rest of the week. I'm not going to be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 5 days off. I got stuff I need to take care of with my family, stuff I want to do with them. And also I want to take a small break. I'm going to be on only if there's something that goes crazy on the market. If there's nothing crazy happening, big chance I'm not going to do the stream. Thank you guys for watching again. I hope you have a great time. Stay safe. And I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of the State of Crypto. Until then.